So we're here with Mr. Adam James and Nate the Quiet Storm.
Exactly.
So your EP just dropped, Temporarily Blinded. It dropped on May 22nd.
Yeah.
So where can people find that? Where can they stream it? Where can they buy the songs?
You can find it on hustleandmusic.com. If you're on Instagram, just click the link on my bio. Click the link, it'll take you straight to the website. When you're on the website, all you gotta do is click download now. And it'll take you straight to it, and you can download it.
And then one of the first songs in that album is Temporarily Blinded.
Like these lyrics rain forever, bringing vision to a blind eye. Cause see, I almost lost my mind, but Jesus kept me lifted. Naturally gifted, deliverer from the spirit. Vivid pictures I'm giving, so listen and pay attention to my...
That was produced by?
That was just produced by me, Nate the Quiet Storm. You know, it was like most of the songs that Adam James hit me up about that that he wanted me to produce. He said, "Hey man, I got this song. Can you swing through? I want to know if you could sample it." And I, came through right here in these walls, right till hit the lab, and I brought it to life. Cause that's what I do. That's what I love right there.
And when you were making Temporarily Blinded, what were you thinking of? What's going through your head?
Well, it's just a continuation from my first mixtape. The first mixtape was called Through My Eyes. So Through My Eyes was just a lot of industry beats. And, for this EP, I just wanted to go more original. And
is that somewhere? Do people still find that, or that's just...
No, that's just, probably re-release it later on, but, I was much younger, so the sound is very different. Probably the lyrical content is very different too. But I think with Temporarily Blinded is just, it's more like a coming out, kind of bringing back the lyrics, just taking it back to the lyrics. I'm from the South, but, this is more of a show that, we can flow just like anybody else from the East Coast, from the West Coast, whatever, we can flow. We can ride the beat, we can do whatever we want, and we're creative. We're not just booty shaking music or, trap house music or nothing like that. We can take it to the lyrics and we can be serious and we can just, show that, it's a message in, what we're saying. So, with songs like Temporarily Blinded would be, just, it's political. It talks about politics. It talks about, the stuff that, us as a people, the stuff that we want, the stuff that we need, and, what we're willing to give or, let go to actually just get to where we want to be. Temporarily blinded in a lot of situations because people just, they just do whatever they want to just get whatever they want.
We also got Church for Me.
Your time in the way that you designed it, it's never too late, cause when we lost, you always there to find us. Church power and glory forever, we say amen. Just a moment of praise, I got the chance to breathe again, ain't nothing promising.
And Church for Me was more of a, that was just, I think that's my favorite track on the project. It's slow, but you get the message across because I'm talking about the Lord. And it's a lot of artists who really don't really incorporate the Lord in their music no more. I was raised in the church with my mom and my grandma. So, when I wrote that song, I had Jesus Walks, in my mind, and also taking it back even further, a Tupac song called Blasphemy. So, I had that in my mind. Church for me was just, it was just from my perspective, because I don't think I would have all of this, have what I have now if it wasn't for the church in me,
And then that was produced by you, right, Nate?
Yeah, that was
also produced here?
Yeah, that was one of the three that I did.
So you're not even using your own equipment when you produce that?
No. Like I said before, he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, I got this song. I've been listening to this song. It's a throwback. Like, I really need you to come, and do what you do, man." So I swung through, and I listened to it for a little bit, and then I got to work. Chopped it up, did whatever I needed to do to make that motherfucker come to life. And that's what it is, man.
All right, so I'm gonna get to the next song, which is pretty controversial. I've heard people DM'd you. I've heard females not feeling that song. They're getting their feelings all up in a bunch, getting the feels for that song. Tell me about it. That's Damage, right?
Minded, deflated and jaded, I see her spirit breaking. While my heart do the same, I give her game, but she deflected. Remain neglected, finding comfort in erections. Momentary connections from masquerading.
Damage. I mean, because Damage was a track. We were just the story for that. It was me and my homeboy Righteous. We were drinking one night and we were just it was just a flow. You know, love in the wrong places, chasing that night in Rusty Yama. You know, we was talking about that, and then he just added on to what I was saying. So we just went from there, and we wasn't really trying to run down no females or nothing like that. You know, we wasn't really trying to run them down, but it was just talking. We were just talking shit on that
It's
song.
like a story. It's like a movie.
Yeah.
There are females that's out there like that, you know. And basically, I mean, we experienced it. You know, I ain't write it, but once I heard, I was like, yeah, man, I know about 2 or 3 like that. So
The females who deserve the title of a bitch, and it's like not all of them, but yeah, there's a lot of girls out there who do deserve the title of a bitch. But I don't go around running around calling girls bitches and hoes, you know, because that's a waste of time. But there's a lot of girls who out there who just deserve that title, and it's just some girls out there who just that's what they do. They want to do that, so you know you can't judge them for it.
So now we got Pressure.
Can't you feel it in the sky? Cause I don't need no hype. My rhymes before itself, cause ain't no need to lie. Watch me rise above the skies with these rhymes. Cause we gon' live forever once we make it. This my time. Feel this grind. Adam James.
Pressure was produced by Mike Anthem. You know, shout out to Mike Anthem. That was produced by him. That was like the very last track. You know, the last track. That song it almost didn't even make the project because we were just gonna go with 4 tracks, and then when he came to the studio and he was like, "Look, check this beat out," and we played it. I wrote something right then and there. You know, I wrote something right then and there. It didn't take long. It didn't take long to write that track. And yeah, I mean.
And that's the one you guys played at the radio station, right?
Yeah, we played it on King Radio. Shout out to Miss K. She played it, she liked it, and we just went from there. We went from there with that track. It made the project. I'm glad it made the project because originally we released Temporarily Blinded before. We put it out. We didn't like the way it sounded because the songs were kind of short. So Pressure was added. You know, when we just did a re-release, Pressure was added. So.
And last but not least, you got
Hollywood African.
Rebelly, cause that's all it was, but who am I to judge? I want the paper and the R&B bitches and everything that come with it, but I ain't willing to lose my soul just to get it. Guns and butter, we glamorize it, put nothing above you.
I like that track.
Hollywood Africans, that's like, that was named after a Basquiat painting called Hollywood Africans. It was pretty much the meaning behind the painting kind of stood out for me. Pretty much saying like a lot of black artists, they get typecasted for being gangsters or being gangsters or drug dealers or whatever. So today, we get typecasted. A lot of black actors or whoever, they get typecasted as either gay or still drug dealers and thugs and everything. And, we more than that. I think we're more talented than that to just be getting typecasted. We can get put in anything. So it also plays that other meaning where, I think we just worth more. Worth more as like being, black hip hop artists, black actors, black whatever, instead of just getting typecasted as that. That's why I say Hollywood Africans get typecasted as drug dealers and faggots. Like, yes, man, feed on them like maggots. Because you got a lot of people around you who will just have you acting out of control and they just telling you, yeah, that's the right thing to do, that's the right thing to do. Anything for a like or a thumbs up or whatever, all that other bullshit. So I think we can do better.
All right, so House of M Music, House of M Recordings. You're missing some artists, some team members, aren't you?
Yeah.
Who's missing?
Righteous. Shout out to him. Mike Anthem. Oliver Lex. And shout out to you, of course, Mileto. But yeah, but they, they're around. You'll see more of them real soon. So I mean, we got a couple of more projects that's coming, so I think you'll hear from them. You'll see them too. So.
Alright. Anything you want to say to your fans out there? Anything coming out?
Well, we're working on another project. This project is actually kind of going off of the whole lineup because we were actually doing mixtape, EP, album. So we're dropping another mixtape real soon. Real soon. We actually in the works for it. It's called Braille. You know, it's still going with the eyes and everything. So it's called Braille, and it's gonna be more of a, you know, a jazzier sound, more soul. You know, I'm inspired by different albums. You know, I've been listening to like a lot of albums that I grew up listening to. So we're just gonna try to snatch those different styles and just, you know, add them. And this is gonna be a lot more features because Temporarily Blinded only had one feature. So this one is gonna be a lot more feature based. You're gonna hear Oliver Lex. You're gonna hear Righteous, and possibly a couple more other artists.
I'm still searching for answers for the questions that I bring, but always get the same response. That's just the price of fame. Guns and butter, we glamorize it, put nothing above you. Traded your name for fame, and you forget the ones who love you. When they apply the pressure, you the ones who first to suffer. Hollywood Africans is how they see us, then it's over. Guns and butter, we glamorize it, put nothing above you. Traded your name for fame, and you forget the ones who love you. When they apply the pressure, you the ones who first to suffer. Hollywood Africans is how they see us, then it's over.